Hey guys, Laserbolt here, and welcome to another episode. So I've been working on a little project where I'm going to need a TIE Fighter. Well, since I don't have one just laying around, let's just 3D print one. One of my favorite places to get 3D printable models is a little website called FAB365. They have some of the highest quality and easiest to print STL models I've ever seen, and loads of great Star Wars stuff. If you've ever visited FAB365, you probably noticed that they have a bit of a strange business model going on. It works something like this. They have a lot of licensed items that you can get from here, and the way that they get around copyright issues is to offer these models for quote-unquote free. But in order to get these free models, you need to use what they call reward tickets. Well, how do you get reward tickets, you might ask? Well, you get them like this. Every time you purchase something from the site, no matter how inexpensive, you get a reward ticket which you can use on these free STL models. It's a bit of a legal loophole for sure, but they have some of the best 3D printable Star Wars models you can get. I love how everything prints with no supports needed, and all of the pieces are broken into different colors, so there's no need to paint. So they've got this cool ass TIE Outlander that's perfect for what I need it for. In order to get a reward ticket, I'm just going to buy this TIE Fighter display stand here. It's only $3 and then I'll have a reward ticket that I can redeem to get the TIE Fighter itself. And look how they've got all the pieces separated so you can print all the black pieces separate from the white pieces. Nice. And they're all oriented in such a way that it prints perfectly with no supports. Most of these models are made so that they just fold up and snap together with no glue needed, but I find it easier just to snap off all the little hinges and glue it together anyway. It's just easier that way. Now that we have our STL model, let's pop it into a slicer program like Cura. This is how we'll end up with a file that the 3D printer understands what to do with. And in case you're wondering, here's the settings I'm going to use on this thing. I'm not particularly printing it at a super thin layer width. It doesn't need to be that high resolution for what I'm using it for, and it'll print way faster this way. Well, we're not going to need any supports, but I'd like to add a simple skirt to help the model adhere to the build plate. Once we've sliced all the pieces and put them on a little thumb drive, we'll pop that thumb drive into my 3D printer and let her rip. So I'm still using this old ass Artillery Sidewinder X that I bought almost 7 years ago. That's ancient for electronics, and especially so for 3D printers. She is old and dusty and beat to hell, but still prints as good as the day I bought her. This beast is amazing. The slicer program says it'll take about 7 hours to print this TIE Fighter, so let's get going. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm an old guy, but 3D printers are still absolutely magic to me. I love this kind of stuff. I could just sit here and watch this thing print away all day. It's absolutely mesmerizing and I can't take my eyes off it. Just look at her go, buddy. Okay, this first print's done. Let's keep going. And there you have it. All the pieces are printed and this TIE Fighter is ready for assembly. We'll start by supergluing all of the solar panels onto the wings, like this. Now it's time for the main body assembly. Like I said earlier, these are designed to be folded and snapped together, but I find it easier just to break off all the little hinges and glue it instead. And now the hatch on top. and the front window. We'll just glue these wings on there and this TIE Fighter's done. Hey, look at that. This TIE Fighter turned out pretty cool, eh? Alright guys, I really enjoyed breaking out the old Artillery Sidewinder to 3D print this awesome TIE Fighter. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.